Mini Wonders, bringing kids' stories to life.
Ouch! A loud thud echoed across the icy plains of the Arctic. Pippin the Polar Bear had slipped and landed on his bottom in the snow. Pippin had tried to twirl on the ice just like his friend, Holly the Arctic Hare, but his big, fluffy body wasn't quite as graceful. Holly, who was quick and light on her feet, saw Pippin fall and called out, "Are you all right, Pippin?" Her voice was full of concern. She then skidded over to him, her little paws gliding smoothly across the ice. "I'm fine. Dancing is just not my thing," Pippin grumbled. "Maybe dancing isn't for everyone," Frankie the Arctic Fox said with a grin, "but it does take some practice." "Practice? I don't like practice. It's so boring." Pippin puffed out his chest, trying to shake off the snow. The Arctic morning was crisp and bright, with the sky stretching endlessly over the snowy plains. Pippin, with his two best friends, Holly and Frankie, was full of energy for the new start of the day. They were setting up a target made of sticks and snow for a snowball throwing game. Holly and Frankie took turns throwing snowballs at the target. Holly's snowball hit the target dead center. When it was Pippin's turn, he made a large snowball, his eyes focused, but the snowball flew wildly, smacking Frankie right on the face. "Ouch!" he yelped, rubbing his nose with a paw. "Oops! Sorry, Frankie!" Pippin apologized. Frankie shook off the snow and laughed. "Nice aim, Pippin, but maybe you should try again." Pippin was determined to hit the target, so he made another snowball. As he aimed carefully, he threw with all his might. This time, the snowball flew straight into a tree, causing a large pile of snow to tumble down and cover Frankie from head to toe. Holly rushed over with laughter as she watched Frankie poke his head out of the snow pile. "Now that was a hit!" she giggled. "This is ridiculous! Why can't I hit anything? This isn't fun at all!" Pippin huffed, stomping his big paws in the snow. "Maybe you should practice a bit, Pippin. It helps you get better at throwing," Frankie suggested, trying to brush the snow off his fur. "I don't like practice. It's boring, and repeating the same old things just makes me mad." Pippin sounded annoyed. Later, Pippin watched as Holly and Frankie tried something new. "Juggling ice cubes is so much fun!" Holly yelled excitedly. Pippin wandered over. "Juggling? Maybe I'll give that a go," he said, scooping up some ice cubes. Pippin tried to juggle, but the ice cubes fell to the ground with a clatter. "Not so easy, huh?" Frankie said. "Let me try that again," said Pippin as he attempted to juggle the ice cubes in the air. And that's when one bounced off his head. "Humph! I really don't like this. This is boring," Pippin called out as he stormed off, leaving his two friends behind. The next day, Frankie suggested they all try ice skating. "Come on, Pippin! Ice skating is so cool!" Holly called out, spinning in a circle. "How hard can it be?" Pippin thought as he stepped onto the ice with his big paws. As soon as he tried to move, his arms swung wildly. He wobbled, stumbled, and then boom! He fell into a huge pile of snow. Holly and Frankie skated over and both said at the same time as they held out their hands, "You okay, Pippin? You know, maybe just a little practice?" Pippin interrupted. "Skating is not my thing. It's boring," he said, brushing off the snow. That evening, as Pippin sat on an iceberg watching his friends practice their skating on the ice, he suddenly started to feel a bit left out. "I wish I could do that too." Holly, overhearing, shouted out, "You can, Pippin! You just need to practice! It's not about being perfect right away, it's about getting better each time." Frankie joined in. "Yeah, practice isn't about being the best instantly. It's about enjoying the journey and laughing at the stumbles. Every mistake and fall helps you learn and improve even more. Besides, it's so fun when we do it together." Pippin thought about it for a moment and got up slowly. "All right, maybe I can give this practice thing a try." With the encouragement of his friends, Pippin started practicing. He slipped, stumbled, and fell, but each time he laughed just a little more. Holly and Frankie were always there, cheering him on. Pippin began to enjoy the journey of learning and improving. After a few days, on the big icy Arctic snowfield, the three of them were skating smoothly in a row, enjoying the wind brushing their faces. "Hey, I'm getting better at this. Maybe practice isn't so bad after all," Pippin called out to his friends. "Ah!" He bumped right into Frankie, and they both sat laughing. The field echoed with laughter and cheers. Even though Pippin still stumbled and fell sometimes, he now knows that with a little more patience and practice, he could get better at anything he wanted.